Now here's a rare bin for you. I hope you asphalt guys, and actually asphalt isn't even the proper term here. Hope all you concrete guys like this one. This was Shangri La II. It was one of their first races ever. Down at the place down in Southern Tier, you go to Route 17 on 81, you take a right, start heading west. Not real close to the road, which I think might have hurt this place, but it was brand new, as you can tell. Concrete track. We were there for a show we were doing called Trackwide Thunder. I was doing that with Mel and Matt Thomas. Chelsea Miller at that point was also working that show with us, and Dan Harpel was the color commentator on this particular event. But as always, I got there early. I'd never been to the place, had heard a lot about it, and look at this thing. I mean, you talk about a wonderful place. I was just blown away by this. It's like, wow, look at this track. Concrete, the walls, everything, and a nice crowd of cars. ROC Modifieds, of course, headlined the show. I'm not sure which particular version of stock cars these were, whether these were asphalt late models. There were also Legends cars there. Earl Paulus is number 8, one of the few guys who used to do asphalt and dirt, used to run places like Big Diamond and places like that. And a lot of these guys I don't remember, so because I only did a few of these races in 2010 with these ROC Modifieds, but quickly fell in love with the cars, just love the way they look. And this is one of the guys, I'm sorry, I don't remember this young man's name, but I was really impressed with this place and impressed with the asphalt late models. I've always seen them at car shows, but up until 2010 had really never had a chance to see them out on the race track as well. I believe that's Matt Hirschman, I believe, is who that one is right there. Not sure again here, and if you do know, please put it in the comment sections and help me out, because this was just a very short time of my life. This was Mike Leedy, I'm pretty sure. Jan's son was driving the 25 there. This is Bill Hebing. Look at that car. They kind of made it look like a World War II fighter plane. You know, you could see the stuff on the side where you would, how many bombs you dropped, how many enemy fighters you hit, the fake bullet marks in the side, and of course, something that looked like it could have been right in the front of a B-52 bomber right back in the 1940s. There is Never Nervous Earl Paulus, I believe was his name, or something like that. Again, I'm so sorry. I know this guy, and I know when you tell me the name, I'm going to go, yes, that is exactly here. I believe this is Chuck Hosfeld, and you'll see pictures of him a little bit down the road. But if you notice, there's not a lot of outbuildings in the background. Things are still pretty bare here on this property. Rusty Smith, another one of those guys who asphalt and dirt, doesn't matter what it is, he'll go out and race it and have some fun. There's one of the Legends cars. First time I'd ever seen a Legend car, by the way, as well. And the stock cars looked really good that day. Look at that Monte Carlo Matrix chassis. Man, that is just a gorgeous race car right there. But here's what I'm talking about. You can see there was still a lot of site work that needed to be done. There was no actual concession stands. There were Blue Bowl toilets. There was no actual bathrooms. So there was still a lot of work to be done on this track. But on this particular day, boy, it really put on a great show racing. And there's a little look at the parking lot. And you can see by the size of the parking lot that this place was only going to grow so much, unfortunately. But here they're getting ready to get hot laps going. I'm up in the tower. You guys remember Al Robinson? Used to do a lot of work at Watkins Glen. And, of course, he had his ASA shirt on this particular day. Now, up to the top of the hill, that was the old Skyview drag strip. And as you can see, they're getting ready. They're working on a building over there that's not quite done yet. I mean, the place smelled new. Everything smelled new. And the Asphalt Modifieds were finally going out to take some laps on the track as well. But just look at this place. I mean, it's amazing what this could have been if it had managed to stay going for as long as it did. Or for much longer than it did, excuse me. Now I was traveling up top a little bit. There's the old drag strip right there. And you can see they still have some of the traction stuff down. But here's the part I was really surprised about. I guess they had done a night of fire with some jet things or something. Look how burned the grandstand is at that point. So I was a little surprised about that. So did a nice job with the presentation of the colors on this time. And off to heat races we went here at Shangri La II. Again, really impressed with this place. Have to wonder what would have happened if things would have gone differently. And of course, you know what they say, when you wreck on asphalt, you wreck a lot harder than you wreck on dirt. And unfortunately, the owner of this car found that out the hard way. Again, beautiful cars, beautiful day at this wonderful racetrack. Again, so sorry that things didn't work out, and that this racetrack only had a very short history. Not sure if it's still there, not sure exactly what the situation is, but again, you could see that this place had all the potential in the world. There we are on the front stretch, our Trackwide Thunder shirt, and yeah, I was darn happy to be there. I did a little piece on the front stretch, and if you look over right behind the 60 right there, there is Dan Harpel, who was our pit reporter. So he was actually, I believe he did a Gentlemen Start Your Engines and all that kind of stuff down there as well. But they really did a nice job on this show. I was totally blown away. This is the owner. I know his first name is George. I don't remember after that, but first time I ever saw a pace car go out and do a whole bunch of donuts before the race started. And from what I understand, this was a gentleman who lived life to the fullest. And I understand you wanted to think twice before riding to a race with him in that Corvette. I guess he had a lot of fun out there on the road. But a great crowd on this day. And as you can see, there's our winner. I believe it's Chuck Hosfeld down there in ROC Victory Lane. A wonderful day we had. We did a great TV show. That Trackwide Thunder was a wonderful show. It's just too bad we could never find the backing that we needed to turn that into what it truly should have been. I hope you like this. Again, I'm going to try to do some stuff, make sure I have something for you every day this week. Try to go through all these bins. They're not doing anybody good sitting there without anybody looking at them. So that's why I wanted to make sure I got this very obscure bin out for you today. Hit the blue E down there in the corner. That'll subscribe you guys. Every time we're doing something cool, we're still trying to set up some things for the week. If you want me to come out to your shop, you got an idea for something, my email is still the same, or just put it right here in the comments on this. Doug at Doug's Dirt Diary is how you can get a hold of me. Guys, have a nice night, and I hope to see you all very soon, and take care of yourself. Don't put things off. We've lost a lot of people here this off season, so if you're planning on getting together with a friend and you say, man, I've got to do that someday, make it happen, and make it happen tomorrow. You guys take care of yourselves.